Hey folks, 9 o'clock, and it's almost warm enough to take my jacket off right now. It's on its way up to about 65 today, and we're heading to the woods. I'm here at our normal meeting spot at the Middle Creek Trailhead, and we're gonna go on out to Terry Cemetery and Park and go down where we found a gap in the cliff 4 or 5 months ago and try to find the 65, 70 foot tall Anderson branch falls. It's been raining recently, so the water flow ought to be great. There are some other waterfalls in the area, and here comes a car. But anyway, come along with us. Hopefully we'll find them all. It'll be enjoyable. Thanks. Okay, off that little curve, you can see a little bit of a fence. That's Terry Cemetery. We've driven on out here, and we've walked back from the parking area, which is below the cemetery. And you can see the speed limit 15 mile an hour sign. And this is where we're heading off into the woods. Yeah, we've came from behind that sign I showed you up above Terry Cemetery, just down across one drainage and back up on the ridge, and we hit this old road, and we're just gonna follow it on out this low ridge as far as it'll go. It's thick and grown up and full of briers, but we turned off that main ridge on a smaller ridge that runs out to the gaps we want to go down, and we can already hear some of the waterfalls below. Okay, when you pop out of that Mount Laurel, rhododendron, holly, briers, out to the end of this little narrow ridge, man, it gets to a real beautiful, neat spot. Start of the big bluffs out there, a lot of distance there, and I can hear the waterfalls below roaring. I mean, sounds like there's some good water flow down there, so we'll get out there in a minute. But I just wanted to show this, what a real neat little area with mosses and lichens and stuff out here on this little narrow ridge. Just pretty sun-baked out here too. And you know there's a gap to get down because we're following a pretty good game trail. Anyway, let's head on out here and find the gap. That is the gap we came down, and it is undoubtedly real low and U-shaped from probably mules dragging logs out of here, 100 years ago. And it's real pretty down through here, but we're gonna head on around the cliff row and go up into Anderson Branch Hollow. Right straight across from us would be the John Muir Overlook along the John Muir Trail and the Chateau Trace. So if you've ever hiked around there, from it, we're straight across the mountain from that right now. Yeah, kind of one of the reasons I want to come at this ridge and drop off one of these gaps out here and follow these bluff lines around to the waterfalls is because the waterfalls are on this upper level. Plus these little formations and stuff, you never know what you're going to run into under one of these bluffs. Anyway, that big rock right there on that point, that's the one I took a picture of Gage standing on about 45 minutes ago. We went out and went around the gap and come around, but we didn't know, but we could have came down to where we are right now beside that big rock. Oh well, but we had never been here before, so you live and you learn. Ever back down here again, I will remember that one. This was totally unexpected. Had no idea this was here. It's just a pretty nice little waterfall. I really like it. Lines up here. Oh, they're massive. And having said that, I was in here, I don't know, year and a half, 2 years ago, and I struggled up through these thickets and decided I'd never do that again. And got to right here. And so right around from us is Alta Falls and another unnamed falls, and we're just about to them. So gonna check them out. Okay, this is Alta Falls. And it's about a 25 footer. And right above it, you get to it from down here, is Terry Lynn Arch. And it's on a landfill site. And it's one of the two waterfalls right here. The other one doesn't have a name that I know of. And this is a look at the other unnamed falls right here by Alta Falls. Together, they're pretty pair in this little narrow nook. Yeah, there's all kinds of neat little stuff in these cliff roads. That's not really how you might get through there, but why would you want to try it when you just walk around it? Just around from Alta Falls and that other one, and we come to the East Anderson Branch Falls, and it's kind of split off into places, but it's the same drainage, so it's the same waterfall. It's pretty cool. It's a tall thing. Nothing wrong with this. Yeah, all right, East Anderson Branch Falls. It's a nice one, but not the main goal of the day. That would be the regular Anderson Branch Falls. So day's kind of running down. We better get to it. Okay, in the cliff road, that is called the KAMTT on the landform sites tunnel, and I don't know how to pronounce that. Camp, I guess, but you could climb down that. I think it looks kind of a little sketchy, but I'm just going to go around the end. It's maybe a little slippery more slippery that way, and get a look at it from the bottom. Yeah, that's the tunnel from the bottom side looking back up. It wouldn't have been too hard, just a little, maybe slide down to the bottom, a drop. But okay, let's move on. Man, hiking around these cliff rows, you know, you just see some beautiful sights. Plenty of them. But it is rough. Getting late today, so I need to be moving on. And there is the top of Anderson Branch Falls, and I'm still 150 yards away. Just gotta work my way over there. Finally found her. This is awesome. Hell, let's go get a close-up. Yeah, I never really expected to see those tags up in here, but oh well. Get on around. And there it is, Anderson Branch Falls. Some things are just worth the wait and the effort. And this is one of them. Yeah, that's around 70 feet and it is outstanding. Finally, glad to get here and see it. But it's getting so late in the day, we don't have a whole lot of time to fool around. So we're gonna head on back. Man, it was worth it. Okay, we got a pretty nice sunset over there. Well, we got a full moon, which would be nice any other time, but we're still about a mile out in the woods off trail. We'll just keep plugging along. At Terry Cemetery Trailhead, after the hike to the waterfalls, came back out that night and was faced with this. That's not a good sight to have when you're wore out and it's pitch dark. So luckily we had two vehicles out here, and that's kind of my rule is you don't come out all the way out here to Terry Cemetery. You only have one vehicle. And I'm stepping in horse manure. But anyway, we're gonna change this and get back on the road. All right, it don't go perfectly all the time. Okay, we're ready. Got to thank my stepson Hunter for coming up here early this morning. He's got to work this afternoon, so we're gonna have to be getting back. But he plugged the tire and that's all it took. So we're gonna head back out while it's still holding air and get back to the house. As usual, I just want to say thanks for watching this video, and you know, there'll be more coming. Hopefully I don't come back out of the woods to a flat tire anymore. So I appreciate it. It's Papa in the Woods and Hunter. See ya. All's well that ends well.